Good afternoon, everyone. We are here broadcasting from beautiful Sydney. It's 5 p.m. I don't know where all of you are, but good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you might be. We're joined by about 18 people at the moment, so hopefully a lot more of you will soon join us. But I'll start by thanking you all for joining us for what is a very, very exciting webinar. We are launching the second iteration of our beautiful technology, Achieva. I invite you all to ask questions at the end of the webinar. And today, you won't have to hear my voice throughout the entire webinar. We've got two very special guests talking to us today, but I won't spoil any surprise. I'll go straight in. Once again, very, very welcome to you all. And thank you for carving time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. Here we go. My name is Luca. I am Sales Director at Achieva. It would take way too long to explain what I've done in the last 15 years, but I've been heavily involved in international higher education, mostly in two roles. I was there as a senior recruiter for 4 different universities, UQ, or the University of Queensland, Deakin, RMIT, and Griffith. And the other part of my higher education life has been with education technology. And I've been part of many very exciting EdTech projects, but none more exciting than the one I'm a part of today, which is, of course, Achieva. So Achieva, we talk about Achieva 2.0, which is what we are here to celebrate and launch today, as a little bit of a, extraordinary event. But if we look at the actual milestones, Achieva has only been around for about 18 months. It all started in January 2024, where the management team, together with the tech guy, came up with this brilliant idea of creating Achieva. It came to life in October 2024 with the first iteration of Achieva and the student management portal that is intertwined and connected with Achieva. And as of May 2025, so three and a half months ago, we've launched Achieva 2.0 as well. So Achieva 2.0 has already been live for about 3 months, but today we're going to explain what it does and why it is so much better than its predecessor. These are some interesting stats or numbers that give you an insight into how big Achieva is and how much we're changing the international education landscape. So far, since May 2025, we've had more than 300,000 events. An event is a question, a click, an iteration or interaction on Achieva. So a huge number that resulted in about 50,000 questions asked chiefly by students, parents, and education counselors on the platform. We've had more than 40,000 users from 10 different regions and areas. I should stress that we've promoted Achieva mostly in Southeast Asia. As we expand our footprint, these numbers will grow and will grow exponentially, because a lot more people will use Achieva and a lot more people will talk about Achieva, which means more students wanting to go abroad and seeking your advice in terms of where to go and how to do it.
Introducing Achieva AI, a groundbreaking, first-of-its-kind AI tool designed to revolutionize further studies and overseas education. Founded in Sydney, Australia, Achieva AI was created by a team of esteemed professionals with over 50 years of combined experience in international education. In collaboration with leading AI researchers and the University of Technology, Sydney, we've developed an advanced model that empowers students worldwide. So, how can Achieva AI help students and parents? Our AI provides reliable, personalized insights based on a student's unique education history. Unlike any other AI model, Achieva AI continuously updates with exclusive, up-to-date information not available to the general public. Available 24/7, Achieva AI simplifies study abroad processes and document requirements. Matches students with the best universities and courses tailored to their goals. Scholarship opportunities that fit students' profiles. connects students with certified local counselors in Singapore, China, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Australia. Understands 27 languages, making it more accessible than ever. Recognized by top-ranked universities worldwide. Achieva AI has also been featured at the European Conference on AI 2024 and highlighted by leading global media outlets. For a transparent, hassle-free study abroad journey, choose Achieva AI. The future of education is here.
I launched the video too soon, but this video was fantastic because it gave you an outline of what Achieva really does and its incredible ability to already win an award despite being about 18 months old. The other thing that UCN will talk extensively about that is the ability to understand different languages, which comes in particularly handy as you deal with parents as well as students, and the parents might not have the English proficiency that the students have, or might be more comfortable talking in their own language. So what is Achieva? Or a better question is, who is Achieva? Let me remind you all that Achieva is an artificial intelligence that straddles between the best of human capability and machine capability. And therefore, we are going to be talking now about who is Achieva, because you can imagine this as a human companion that guides you through the entire student journey. First of all, in creating Achieva, we wanted to bring all pieces of information together in one place. This is for the students, for the agents, and for institutions as well. It is a one-stop shop with all the answers for international higher education. It is built to answer tens, if not hundreds of thousands of questions all at once and simultaneously. At the same time, because it draws from artificial intelligence capability, it is highly personalized. And so the more you interact with Achieva, the more it is able to provide personalized, tailored answers. It is absolutely scalable, but at the same time, it keeps the student at the center of what it does. And I want to stress this, we all at Achieva AI are here for the student, as you are every day, consulting to them, helping them, guiding them through their study journey. It empowers everyone. In this bullet point here, you can see agents and counselors, but it empowers students, it empowers parents, it empowers everyone to A, make informed decision, and B, building rapport with each other so that time is invested in doing what matters most, which is making the right decision rather than looking for information. It is a centralized guidance and support system that brings together the best of AI and human capabilities because it provides information on the spot 24/7, regardless of where you are in the world. It focuses on three key aspects: student success, agent productivity, because it's super, super efficient, and institutional visibility. Part of the success that we've experienced with Achieva is due to Achieva feeding onto databases that universities share with us because they partner with us, but don't necessarily publish on their website. So key information that the student needs to be able to access is available on Achieva and might not be available publicly on websites. It is accessible by everyone, but physically, as long as you have internet connection, and in terms of languages, and as mentioned earlier, it understands 27 different languages. At the moment, it speaks 4, so it's able to answer in 4 different languages, including English and Mandarin. In the future, it will be able to speak many more languages as well. And for those of you agents that are interested in building leads and generating leads, it has also got that capability. As of 2 weeks ago, we're now able to embed Achieva on your website so that the experience for those who visit your website is absolutely seamless, and you can then start capturing leads immediately on your website as soon as an interaction with Achieva is completed. So far, I've talked about what Achieva is. And now I want to say, and that's the broad overview of the technology. But now we're exploring what Achieva actually does, and more specifically, how Achieva 2.0 is absolutely changing the international student recruitment game. First of all, it is highly integrated with pretty much every system that you can imagine, but also and especially it offers a very smart, user-friendly user interface. The multi-language support and capability we've already mentioned, and now we have a video to talk about another fantastic feature as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Vinny. Today, I'm going to show you how I use Achieva AI's 2.0's UniMatch. It's kind of like a personal advisor that helps you figure out which uni might be the best fit. First, from the menu on the left, I click UniMatch. Here's the first page of the form. It's pretty simple. I just need to fill in the basics. My nationality, my highest education level, the degree I want, the country I want to study in, my grading scale, email, and age range. Once I finish, I click Next. On the second page, I can add more details, like my hobbies, my MBTI, my preference for ranking or tuition, or both. I can even specify my high school background, whether I went to an international one or a local high school. The system adjusts automatically, super user-friendly. After I'm done, I just click Analyze. Now, Achieva AI gives me a whole list of study options, a summary of my eligibility, and a detailed explanation of how well I match each one. The final report even includes my matching score, success probability, and a full explanation for each recommendation. And yes, I can download it and share it with my parents and counselors. For me, it was a game changer. No more bias, no more guessing. Everything is so clear, fair, and transparent. So, if you want to study abroad like me, try Achieva AI 2.0's UniMatch. It's like having a smart counselor with you anytime, anywhere.
Thank you, Vinny, who you will meet in a few minutes. So she is one of our surprise guests. I really wanted to emphasize the importance of the UniMatch, the ability for the student or the parents to write down all their preferences, their budget, their education destination preferences, their high school or undergraduate scores and marks, as well as everything that really matters within the student decision-making process. UniMatch then provides a bunch of different options for the student that are aligned to their preference or preferences. And it also has a close match capability that tells you exactly how closely a particular match is to the student needs and preferences. And of course, you can export that as well. So it's a fantastic feature that does not, and I want to stress this, does not replace the counselor, but helps the student find the right path so that the human counselor can come in and close the deal and help the student enroll at that particular university. It's got a resume polish capability as well. This was introduced purely because we know how important employability is for every single student out there. It's got an incredible intelligence. Is a bit of an understatement here because it can answer every possible question that you can imagine about higher education and find the source of that information at any point in time. And it's got a very user-friendly chat functionality that really helps the conversation continue on until the student is ready to speak with a counselor and, of course, to apply for a particular university. And here is a demo of how the Q&A functionality works. So what is the policy for obtaining a conditional COE in Australia? It draws from 2 different online sources, so public sources, and 1 private source, which is an Achieva library. And as you can see here, it provides a very long, comprehensive answer as to what a conditional COE is and how to obtain it. And this is absolutely critical, as critical are the follow-up questions that are asked to the students, so that the conversation can continue on and lead the student to apply, in this case, for a COE. What is the A-level entry requirements for a Bachelor of Engineering at the University of New South Wales? In this case, Achieva will draw from two different online sources. One would be the UNSW website, and once again provides a very comprehensive answer in terms of academic and English requirements, what the student needs to provide to be able to apply for that course, regardless of what higher education or previous education they completed. Please tell us the UTS Bachelor of IT's admission requirements for Gaokao student. You will see that once again, Achieva here draws from two public sources, but it provides an explanation in Mandarin. And this is because it's picked up that the student has completed Gaokao. And so once again, this incredible capability that Achieva has to answer in a different language. So this native language is particularly important. And once again, all the follow-up questions that help the student continue the conversation with the machine. So, as you probably saw from that video, there are ways to interact with Achieva. Achieva will always answer, even if you type a sentence full of mistakes, it will pick up what you're actually asking. But very comprehensive and useful answers can be elicited through open-ended and structured questions. For example, what are the entry requirements at the UTS versus the University of Sydney for a Bachelor of Civil Engineering? Use predefined topics only and exclusively in higher education and ancillary services, universities, high schools, health insurance for overseas students, accommodation. It's going to be able to answer all the questions within those specific topic. It is able to translate for parents, so please do feel free to interrogate Achieva in your local language. And I want to stress this fourth point, which is absolutely critical. Achieva is free. It never sleeps, it never eats, it never takes a break. So you can ask as many questions as you like. The more questions you ask, the more Achieva learns about you, the more personalized the answers will be to your specific needs. This is something that you often see in history books, the before and after within the context of a major milestone. Achieva is only about 18 to 20 months old, but we can already see that there's been a revolution in terms of how artificial intelligence has injected itself in our life, and higher education is no exception. Before Achieva AI, a student would go to 6 different education expos, speak with 10 different people, 5 different agents, and would have 10 tabs open on their desktop computer, and maybe they would visit 25 different websites. Today, through Achieva, they can do everything in the one place. There was very little feedback in the past, or the feedback was delayed because it was human and because it would take a long time for an agent, a university rep, or for someone to get back to the student. Now you can get instant answers, comprehensive answers, 24/7, anytime, and they are immediate. Progress. Well, before it was a very manual, long, tedious process. Today, you have a smart workflows with a checklist that tells you exactly what you need to do in order to apply. So there's no more guessing, no more kind of waste of time. You can go straight in and you've got your path designed for you. And the outcomes, well, whereas in the past we had a lot of confused families, not just families, but also sometimes education agents as well. Today we have everyone that is participating in this fantastic game that is higher education, the ability to make very informed and empowered decisions. And this is a breakdown of the questions that are typically asked to Achieva. And you can see there's quite a variety between migration and scholarships and majors and streams and admissions. ask Achieva any question, she will be able to answer no matter what. And this is absolutely critical. It gives you a very good overview of the variety and the range of questions that Achieva can answer. And I'll close with this before I formally introduce you. I've already seen her, our fantastic student, Vinny. She'll talk a little bit about her experience on Achieva, but in the background, I'd love to leave this beautiful quote, which is, "Success isn't given, it's earned by hard work, persistence, and by creating your own opportunities." And we'd like to think that through Achieva, we've given students the best possible opportunity to achieve their dreams and to meet their goals. Vinny, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, hello. Vinny is a beautiful, fantastic student at Melbourne University, as she's decided to come online today to talk a little bit about her experience on Achieva. Vinny, before we start with the first question, we'd love to know a little bit about you. Where are you studying and what you're studying, and how are you finding living in Australia so far?
Okay. Thanks, Luca. Hi, everyone. I'm Vinny. I'm currently a student at Melbourne University, and I'm studying performance design. And it's my first year. So far, I feel very good in Australia.
That is fantastic, Vinny. That's what we like to hear. So let's go straight in. First impression, then, you started using Achieva very early in your student journey, which is fantastic. But what was your first thought when you started using the technology?
Well, to be honest, I'm a bit skeptical at first because I have tried a few other study abroad like AI platform before, but they all feel like a bit doubt. But when I used Achieva for the first time, I was amazed. Instead of just giving me a random list of school, it was a comprehensive system that guided me step by step, like a human companion that walked me through the process. And it seems like everything I need for my study abroad journey was finally in one place. And it felt much more personal. And I just thought, okay, this might really help me.
Thank you very much. So how did Achieva's recommendation help you decide on your study and career path, on your future as well?
Well, from my personal experiences, I was really unsure about choosing a major back then. I love arts, but I also want something that is more practical. So Achieva recommends performance design, which was the perfect balance. It combined creativity with many practical applications, and it also showed me which uni was strong in this field and what the career outcome may be. And I think that kind of personalized guidance gave me much more confidence about my future. And I'm really grateful for that.
That is really, really good, Vinny, because you ended up picking something that is not, I guess, as popular, for example, as business or engineering or other mainstream courses. And that gives you and our audience a very good point about Achieva being able to dig deep in what your needs are and what you actually want to study. I think I know the answer to the next question, but I want to hear it from you. What is your favorite feature and why did you find it valuable?
Well, I think for me, I think UniMatch was the most valuable because it didn't just like give me a uni, that's all, but it's also explained why those options were suitable based on really practical category like program, ranking, cost, location, etc. And this kind of reliable information really helped me discover more opportunity and it helped me to choose the right one.
Yeah, and you sound you're very happy with your decision. So thank you for doing what you did. Let's veer away for a moment from academia or the pure academic requirements. Let's talk about personal growth. Did Achieva help you feel more confident about your future plans or your career choices?
Well, I think, yeah, absolutely. Because I have like a more clear view of my option and a well structured plan. I feel more in control of my future. I think with Achieva, I feel supported and I know what my choice were packed by solid reasoning. So I feel more confident explaining them to my parents, to my family, and it's more helpful about what lies ahead. And I'm really thank you, Achieva, for helping me with all the study abroad things. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vinny, and Vinny's parents as well. It's great that Achieva helped your parents understand a bit more about what you really wanted to achieve. And you already had a path forward for yourself that you built with Achieva when you spoke with your parents. So it's really, really exciting. I know how daunting that can be if a student, needs to essentially speak about their career with their students. So thank you so very much, Vinny, and all the best in your future studies at Melbourne Uni. All right, thank you again. That's it from me. I'd love to now introduce CEO and Managing Director Jimmy, who will talk a little bit about where Achieva is going from this point onward. I'll let him introduce himself, but I will say this, and it's critically important. None of what you've seen so far, and you'll see in the future, would have been happening without Jimmy. So thank you, Jimmy, for all your amazing work and your support for this technology. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Luca. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jimmy Lim. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Achieva AI. So I have 16 years of experience in international education industry. I started off 20 plus years ago as an international student in Australia myself. And I actually studied in both undergraduate and postgraduate in civil engineering in UNSW back in those days. Many might ask, like, how did you end up being in the international education industry? So during my studies, actually, I help a lot of my friends, my relatives, my family, who are actually looking to study in Australia throughout the process. And throughout the process as well, I found that it is really stressful and it is very complex as well, because the information that were available back then was actually very limited, and the process was actually very complex as well. And it's extremely stressful when you have to relocate to a completely strange, a new environment and a new country away from home as well. And so that's how I started my journey in assisting students for their future studies in Australia. And that is also the reason why we have built Achieva, because we really wanted to fill that gap. And because the ever-changing landscape of the industry, we have started the idea to bridge this gap for students and counselors as well. And our mission at Achieva AI is to transform students' achievement, and that's why we call Achieva, through unbiased, transparent, personalized, goal-centric, and future-focused guidance. We work very closely with school counselors to assist students throughout the whole process as well. And it is predicted 50% of the job for new graduates do not exist now, which means that they were not even invented now. Which means choosing the right course, going to the right university is actually more crucial than ever right now. And in order for us to do that, in order for us to help and assist our students, we constantly improve our Achieva AI to serve our users better. And hence, we launch a smarter, sharper, and smoother version of Achieva just 8 months after the first version of Achieva AI. Why is Achieva smarter and smoother? Because of the 3 mechanisms that we have implemented within the system. First being the hyper context processing, which means that infinite memory in Achieva AI to handle massive data without losing accuracy. And in the simpler words, which means that Achieva AI now has a bigger brain. It has a better memory span, and will be able to understand more complex questions as well. Secondly, it is an agent-based system right now. Unlike the previous version, Achieva AI is now a team of specialists assisting students. So it has different expertise to solve different problems from from different aspects and to provide a collected summary and analysis to the students instead of a one-dimensional answer. So this is a very crucial change for our system as well. And last but not least, it is now a multimodal vision, which means that Achieva AI can now read and understand images, PDFs, and other documents as well. It is very useful and very efficient for students because they simply don't have to type a lot of questions or ask a lot of questions, and they just have to upload the documents, the transcript onto Achieva AI, and Achieva AI will be able to analyze the information that is uploaded to the system, to the portal itself. Yeah. We treat this very seriously. We have conducted multiple tests. And to be exact, we have conducted 328 test cases. Those are all the frequently asked questions that were being asked on our AI throughout the interactions with the students as well. And through all these tests, we are very proud to say that Achieva actually outperformed other large language models across all metrics as well. We will be able to show you in the next slide with the graph that is shown on these PowerPoint slides. So we have actually used Microsoft Agno LLM evaluation framework, which is the standard framework to evaluate the model for AI industry. And with this evaluation, we are very proud to say that we have lower frequency of inaccurate answers and higher frequency of accurate answers from Achieva compared to our other LLMs, as you can see from this graph. And the next diagram actually shows the key metrics that we also conduct and evaluate Achieva against other LLMs. And we can have a look at the 75th percentile. Obviously, Achieva score much better than the rest of the LLMs. And this means Achieva is more stable and it has a better capability to handle complex questions and to be able to produce like better and best suitable answers to students as well. Now, knowing that Achieva is now smarter, smoother, and sharper, what is next? What is coming next? We wouldn't stop just here. We are continuously improving our AI, improving our system, because we would like to assist our students much better. And to be able to improve the AI, it's quite critical for us as well. So from 5 key areas that we are going to develop and to improve our AI. First of all, we are going to have a new interface for student management portal, and the student would then be able to have the visibility of the process of their applications. Secondly, we are going to integrate career mapping automation onto Achieva AI, because we all know that employability is always the key for students during the decision-making process as well. So we are going to integrate that and to improve the job database onto Achieva AI as well. And this is very exciting for us. And we are also working on this in collaboration with other partners. Third of all, we are going to also release a mobile application very soon. This is critical for us. This is a big change to us because right now everything is web-based. But in a couple of months, and hopefully shorter than that, we will be releasing a mobile app for Achieva AI. And so all the users will be able to download and use the app anytime, anywhere, even before they sleep. So they have a look at the phone and you can ask questions or talk to Achieva before you sleep as well. And the fourth, beta testing of next-gen recommendation engine, which means that we are still going to improve the recommendation structure. I think the recommendation structure is pretty good right now, but good is not always not enough for us. We are always striving for a better version of it. So we will be continuing to improve the recommendation mechanism and structure for Achieva AI. last but not least, smarter answers through feedback. So Achieva AI will be continuously learning from the interactions with users, as mentioned by Luca before. It will never stop learning. The more cases, the more interactions, the more questions coming from the users, Achieva AI will become more efficient and become more experienced as well. So we really look forward to a better version of Achieva AI. But for now, please do interact with Achieva AI 2.0. And if you do have any question, do feel free to ask myself or Luca. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm taking over. Miracles of technology. Jimmy and I are actually in the same room, hence a bit of echo every now and then. But I want to thank him again and Vinny for participating in this wonderful webinar. I hope we have answered a lot of the questions that you might have had coming into this webinar. And obviously, hopefully, you have already used Achieva 2.0, but we're happily taking questions if you have any. While you think of the questions, I will say this. In the past, for those, Achieva exists in two different versions. One is free for everyone to use, and there is also a unique URL option for those of you that want to promote it and capture the leads. As of 2 weeks ago, we're actually able to embed Achieva on your website. So if you are an agent and you want your dedicated virtual AI assistant 24/7 to take answers from the questions and capture leads for you, we can absolutely do that. Just get in touch with me and I'll show you how and explain how it works. But that's another way that we're bringing technology directly to you and actually making sure that it delivers a lot of value for you, which is through the lead generation capability.
And before we let everyone go, can I mention as well, so we are committed to remain Achieva AI to be free for all users on the AI interface as well. So all the students and parents do welcome to interact with Achieva AI to understand what would be your best career pathway for yourself and what courses or what universities are available for you to join. I think utilize our technology and do find out and do have some fun with it as well because it's free.
Thank you again, Jimmy. And I don't see any questions. Please do reach out to myself, Jimmy, Sarah, Mike, the rest of the team. If you do have any questions, if you need a demo, if you just want to talk about Achieva or provide feedback on how we can constantly improve it. Jimmy said numerous times, it is a living thing. It continues to evolve. It continues to develop. We want it to develop in line with what your needs and expectations are. So please do provide plenty of feedback. And if there are no questions, and there appears to be none, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And thank you again, all of you, for joining us today.